mean? It's like new. It's 9:37 here in the UK. Just thought I'd come on, chat to some of my friends because I'm bored, to be honest. Wait for a couple of people to come on. They've got some new things in the corner now. Thomas Wood. Hi, Fielding. Hi, Thomas. How is everyone? Hi, Jade. I wonder if that's... Hi, Fielding. It's been a long weekend, hasn't it? Oh, I've literally done nothing, though. I've just been chilling. Went for a walk yesterday. I didn't go for a walk today. How are you coping? I'm all right. A bit bored. Because I'm back on my diet now, like, just get really agitated, like aggy, because I'm hungry. But I know for the first few days, it's just like stopping yourself from like eating shit, isn't it? So it's horrible, isn't it? Like, I go for my daily walk, but I just want to do other things, but we can't. Watch the Queen's speech this evening. I've just recorded a video. I heard McDonald's are reopening. Is that true? No. They put somebody like created like a fake post on what's it called? April Fool's Day. But no, not as of yet. We haven't heard anything, so don't think it's opening. No. I recorded a video today. It's just like a leftovers from my roast dinner that my mum cooked. So it's just like roast chicken and stuffing sandwich. And potato salad and stuff like that. And because you guys, not you guys, because I know you guys watched it, but a lot of people didn't like that last video. I can tell, but just by I mentioned this in the video that I've just recorded, but the views were just shocking. Like, because obviously now that I upload regularly, I can kind of gauge how the video's doing. And compared to like the cake video which I did before, in the first hour of that cake video being uploaded, I'd already got 100 views. The last video uploaded, it took nearly 8 hours to get 100 views. Like, that is a big difference. And I know obviously people who watch me are mostly here for ASMR and mukbangs, so I get it. But, you know, I just got bored and I thought I'd try something different. But no, it wasn't well received, so I thought I'll quickly record another video tonight, just so I can upload it in the next day or two, so that I can give the subscribers what they actually want. But for all of you who did watch it and give it a comment, I do appreciate you guys. I ordered a game. Have you spoke to Hannah? Spoke to her this afternoon. She told me, yeah, she told me what's happening. So, well, not going to get into that, but yeah, because she's at my auntie's house. No, I don't want it. So what is everybody up to this evening? I hope everyone's keeping safe. He gets naked. Sanjay's in the bedroom next door. Hey, Fielding, how you feeling, man? Hannah's his sister. She's our friend. I'm good, thank you, by the way. Just chilling. Been watching WrestleMania, but obviously I've got to wait up until midnight because obviously it's American time. So last night I stayed up. I actually had a nap yesterday in the day, so that I could be prepared for it. So I stayed up from midnight until 3 o'clock in the morning, and I went to bed. And then I'm going to do the same again today. stay up from midnight till I'm guessing it might be 3 o'clock again. We shall see. But then I went to sleep when it finished and still woke up at a reasonable time, to be honest. I think I woke up at like 9:30. So it wasn't too bad. I usually try to wake up at like 8, but obviously because I didn't go to bed till 3. And then I took a really long nap today. I was only meant to nap for like a couple of hours, but I think I fell asleep at like 3:30, 4, and then I woke up at like 8 o'clock. So, Braun Strowman vs Goldberg, man, what, mate? How do you feel about Becky Lynch and Shayna? How do you pronounce her name? Shayna Baszler, is it something like that? I wanted Becky Lynch to win, but I didn't think she would. And the ending was a bit like, really? Shayna Baszler. I don't know. Tonight I'm excited for the 5-person with Naomi, Charlotte, Tamina, Bailey. That I'm excited for. Who else am I excited for? Is John Cena fighting tonight? I can't remember. They ain't got nothing to lose. Did you see The Undertaker as well with AJ Styles? That made me laugh. I love The Undertaker. Let me have a look. I forgot who's I'll just go on the WWE Network page. Just want to see. Oh god, there's quite a few people in tonight. 6 people. Have you watched Friday Night Dinner? It's on Netflix. I don't really like those type of comedies, Thomas. I've seen it on there, but I've never watched it because I'm not a massive comedy person. Becky vs Shayna was a good match, but like you, was kind of meh ending. Glad Lynch won though. She deserved it more. Yeah, 100%. I definitely think she deserved to regain her title. But like the ending was just like, what? Also, actually, I really liked the tag team championships, which was the Kabuki, I can't say the word, but the Kabuki Warriors and Nikki Cross and Alexa. Was it Alexa Bliss? Oh, Nikki Cross was so good. Fielding has no taste. Fuck off, Annie. Friday. Okay, I'll give it a try. Also, I keep seeing like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but again, I don't know. But then again, I said that with Friends. Pretty much my entire life, I said Friends is overrated. I don't know what people see in it. Bearing in mind, I'd never watched it. And then when I was in Egypt with my boyfriend, I got sunburnt really, really bad, and I had to stay in the hotel room for an entire day. I literally missed a whole day of the holiday, so I had to watch the TV in my bedroom, and all that was on the English channel was Friends. And I think I watched season 5 or 6. And I watched like the whole season because it was like episode after episode, and I loved it. And then when I got home, I started watching Sync's Game. Hi, hello, 9-9. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. What did I say? Did I not say that? I can't remember. Let's have a look. Remember when you went to Egypt? I heard the story. Oh god, I got sunburnt really bad. Yeah, but I want to see who's on tonight. Here we go. So tonight you've got John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. I'm looking forward to that. Edge versus Randy Orton. Cannot wait for that. I personally think that Edge is going to win just because of the, you know, he's got a lot to prove with what happened to what he did to his partner. Brock Lesnar and Drew McIntyre. Meh, I do like Brock Lesnar. Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Here's my thing on this. With NXT, obviously I know Rhea Ripley has to fight because she's defending her title. I hate Charlotte Flair. Don't know what it is. I just really don't vibe with her personality. I think Bianca Belair or something like that? She deserved to beat Charlotte and go to the WrestleMania. That's my opinion. Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, man, their match was class. Alexa deserves some more pushes. Such a talent. I know, but they keep pushing Charlotte all the time, and I just don't. Oh, I don't know. She's extreme. She's talented. She's very what's the word? I get so like passionate about wrestling. I love it. She's very athletic, but I just don't like her personality. I like Bianca, but I think it's Bianca Belair or something like that. She should have been at WrestleMania for the NXT Women's Championships. Then obviously you've got Otis and Dolph Ziggler, and then you've got the SmackDown's Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way. It's Bayley, Sasha Banks, Lacey Evans, Naomi and Tamina. Love Naomi. Do a Q&A. Or if you ask me questions, what, you want me to do a video Q&A, or you want to just ask me questions? They do. I think it's because who her father is. She needs to learn some promo skills. Agreed. Hi, Bunny. So you've got The Fiend. Who will win the SmackDown's Women's Championship Fatal 5-Way? I think, okay, Tamina on her own would destroy each of them women individually, but they're going to try and gang up on Tamina to kick her out because she is a big girl and they ain't going to be able to beat her otherwise. I think what they're going to do is they're going to put, this is what I think they will possibly do. It's going to come down to being Sasha Banks and Bayley because obviously they're best friends, and then they're going to have to fight it out for the championship. Who knows? That's my opinion. And then you've got the Raw Tag Team Championship match, which is the Street Boys versus Angel Garza and Austin Theory. Also, what did you think about was it the ladder one? I thought, I forgot his name. Hang on, Kofi. I always got Kofi Kingston. I thought he was going to win it, but Uso won it, didn't he? Great title ever. If you ask me questions, then I'll answer them, or do you want me to actually do like a Q&A video? Thing is, I don't have enough subscribers to do Q&A. I'll ask for questions and I'll get like 4 questions. Go to sleep. You go to sleep. Shut up. Go away. He's in the room next to me. Go to sleep. I've been to sleep. I've been asleep all afternoon. And you didn't even come and wake me up. The ladder match was brilliant. Match of the night for me. Really? Oh. Thank you. You tell him. You tell him to go to sleep. What was that match that I liked? Do you know what? I think it's the one you said at the start. Players gonna play. Was it Strowman and Goldberg? No, it was oh, what's their name? That's gonna bother me. I'm gonna have to get it up. Undertaker. I liked bear with me. Forgot their names. No. It was like the chubby guy and the other guy, and he jumped from the big WrestleMania sign on his back. I can't remember what their names are. Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins. Because they were originally fighting, and then Owens said that he wants a no disqualification match because he hit him with the bow, didn't he? And got disqualified. Then he said, no, we'll start over without a disqualification. And then they carried on fighting. And then he jumped from the big wrestling sign onto his back, took him out. That was great. I enjoyed that one. But the ladder match was good. What are you most looking forward to tonight then? What match are you looking forward to? You do my head in. You do my head in. Go away, Sandra. They ain't got nothing to lose. Oh, apparently kickoff match is Liv Morgan and Natalya. That'll be interesting. I love Natalya. Natalya and Beth Phoenix, they're just like a really nice duo. But that's because I like Total Divas, the show, and obviously Natalya's been on that from the start. I used to really like you, Edge versus Orton, massive Edge fan. Oh, really? Do you know who I'm a massive fan of? And I think it's just because he's absolutely gorgeous. Roman Reigns. Oh, Roman Reigns is my dream man. But obviously he was meant to fight at WrestleMania, but because of everything that's going on, because he had cancer before he pulled out, which is completely understandable. Can you make a room tour if you redeem 300 subs? I mean, I could, but my room's very small, so it'd literally be like a 2-second video. I'll just be like, here's my room. But if you want to see a room tour, sure, I'll do that anywhere. But my room, this isn't my bedroom, this is mum's room. Because my boyfriend's in my bedroom. Boo. Joke. Yeah. Who's messaging me? Oh, I can't watch that in case I get copyrighted. Yeah. Can I see your... Yes. I can't right now because he'll get annoyed if I come into the bedroom. He's trying to rest. But I will show you. Can I see your boyfriend? He's camera shy, but if you look on some of my videos, he's on there. Sometimes he's like, yeah, I'll film, and then sometimes he's like, no, I'm not being on camera. So, has anybody been watching RuPaul's Drag Race? I know probably not a lot of you have, but oh, it's drama. Because my body's... Who said that then? Freud. Do a Q&A. If anybody wants to ask any questions for this Q&A, you're more than welcome to, and I'll write them down, or I'll just answer them now. Did you say that's just the tagline? Oh, I forgot that message, by the way, Annie. Sorry. I think it's because of who I should... Buffering. It's buffering. All I see on Twitter is people saying, I can't wait for a sunbed. I mean, mood. Oh, there's a really good show on Netflix that I started watching. It hasn't come up since. If you want to just say it again. Let me just get it up. It's only a limited series, so that means it's got a couple of episodes, and then it's done. It's called Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madame C.J. Walker. I've watched the first episode, and honestly, it's so good. It's got I forget her name, Octavia Spencer in it, and it's got, what's her name? She's usually just comedies. Can't remember, but anyway, it's really good. It's about, okay. So it's about this lady in, like, I think it was like the 1900s, 190 1910, something like that. She's a black lady, and it's about her becoming the first millionaire. I don't know if it's the first female millionaire or the first female black millionaire, but I think it's the first female millionaire in America or in the world. I don't know. But when I was reading about it, apparently that's not even like a true story. Her boss was the first one, because basically she does hair care for black women, like hair products. Anyway, it sounds like it would be rubbish, but the show is really good. I would definitely recommend. What are you going to do when you reach 300 subs? Probably nothing. I mean, it's not a lot, to be honest. I think when I reach 500, I might do a giveaway. So when I reach that's what I was thinking. When I reach 500 subs, I'll probably do a giveaway. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'll probably do a voucher for somewhere. And then I don't know how I'll do it though. I'll have to figure out a way of being able to like select one of my subscribers, and then I'll private message them on social media over on Instagram to get their address so that I can give them this voucher just to say thank you for, for supporting my channel. I do want to get to 500. Like, that is my goal for the end of this year, is to get to 500 subs. I'm only on like 277, I think, and it hasn't changed for like 2 days. Like, I was gaining like a couple of days and it just hasn't changed. People didn't like that last video at all. Like, the views from that were terrible. It's only 139 in a day. Sorry, I must go. Okay. Bye-bye. I'll upload a video tomorrow, so stay tuned for that one. It's a mukbang. I'm gonna, when I do my next mukbang, it's gonna be either fried chicken, fried chicken, kebab, or Indian. Haven't decided which one. But yeah, when I reach 300 subs, I don't think I'm going to do anything for 300. I think 500 is like a good staple to, and then after 500 it'll be 1,000. Don't forget to upload your video. I won't forget. It'll be up tomorrow, 100%. So stay tuned for that. Yeah, 500 subs. And then after 500 it'd be 1,000. I think 500 is realistic to aim for the end of the year, considering we're only at the start of April. I know it's like another 230, but usually when you get more, it rises up quicker. Like my friend English Eats, he's got 684 subscribers, and we roughly started at the same time. So his subscriber count is going up so fast. When I look at it like that, actually, I don't know if I'll make 500, but I hope so. Fake luck. Honey, you wish you had these lips. We on about fake luck? Go away. Leave me alone. You love this fake luck. My eyes look really blue. Don't know. It looks like I've got contacts in. Keep having hot flushes. Like, I'm like, ugh, and the heating's not on. Lol, nah. Shut up, Sanjay. Do my head in. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Got a few followers on Instagram, but I don't know if they're from my YouTube or if they're just people that's following me. I can never tell. Like, a couple of people followed me, and then I realised, like, when they commented on one of my YouTube videos, I was like, I've seen that name before. Then I put 2 and 2 together. They've actually like followed me from my Instagram, on my Instagram from here. But then I get a few followers, and I'm like, I have no idea who you are. And I wonder, I'm like, Thomas Wood. I know you follow me. I think I followed you back, didn't I, Thomas? Did I follow you back? Yeah. I requested you, but you haven't accepted it. You need to accept it, mate. I can show you the world. You have to go to like follow requests or something. I don't know. I don't have mine on requests. I have mine open. Still blocked. Lol. Did she sing? Didn't know that. So, has anybody got any film recommendations or TV programs? I haven't given up on Dexter. I have been watching it. I'm on season 3, but I find it difficult to watch programs when my boyfriend's here because like he wants to watch what he wants to watch, and then I want to watch what I want to watch, and we can't watch things at the same time. But so I haven't been able to watch it for a few days. I'm hoping my game comes tomorrow. There's always a random people sending me requests, so I just delete all of them. I didn't realise. It's fine. I've ordered a game. I've ordered Zoo Tycoon for the Xbox, and so I'm hoping it comes tomorrow because I really want to play it. Actually, I'll check my Amazon. If I go onto a different thing, will it go off? I don't know. Can you guys still see me? Actually, just check. I've accepted. Thank you. There you go. You don't post much anyway. The last time you posted was the 20th of January. So I've seen these. Really like these. Hang on. Hi, Bex. I've seen these and I really want them. I bet you can't even see it. Hang on. Look how cute they are. And they've got like the Louis Vuitton printing, and they're like pajama shorts. And then they've got Dior ones and Gucci. But I love the Louis Vuitton, the pink Louis Vuitton. I just think it's so cute. And then they've got Fendi as well, but I don't like the Fendi. I'm not a massive fan of Fendi. Oh, I love them. These ones are the pink Louis. Hang on. How cute they are. Oh, and they look so soft. Really want them. Really bad. They do them in like a long version as well, but is that a boy? Oh, wow. Oh, I'm missing my friends. Oh, I just want to be back to normal. Like going to the cinema, going to restaurants, that sort of thing. Do you know what I mean? Being able to actually like go shopping, clothes shopping, try eating American snacks and foods. I want to, but I have to order it online. I did have a subscriber message me on Instagram. She's from America, and she said that she would send me some like American snacks and stuff over, but obviously that was before all this happened, and since then obviously I haven't heard from her, and I don't think she'll be able to at the moment. So if you guys would like to see that, I can definitely, I know I can order it on like Amazon and do it. Nelly Love, what does that mean? If you haven't already, guys, please don't forget to watch my latest video, because it's not doing very well in terms of views. I need people to watch it. I'm going to be up all night because I had a massive coffee. I tried doing that recipe which everyone's doing on TikTok. I can't say the word, but Dalgona coffee or something like that. Oh, it made me go really shaky because I don't drink coffee that often. Did you enjoy that cake? Yes, I enjoyed the cake, but it was very sweet. So the rest I gave to the kids. And to Anne, my auntie. Prime Minister has been admitted to hospital. Prime Minister has been admitted to hospital for tests 10 days after self-isolating. How weird. Someone else has told me they lost their sense of smell and taste. Mine still isn't fully back. Lots of... No, I'm just sending a voice note. Lots of people have said that, literally, like, so many people that my mum has spoken to and seen have all said they've lost their taste and smell. It's actually really weird. Hi, Tanner. How are you? Just chilling, enjoying life, bored. I'm actually staying up, it's 10:10 in the UK. I'm staying up for WrestleMania. Starts at 12 until, if it's like last night, then it'll be on till 3 in the morning because it was 3 hours yesterday. Just being bored. Oh, it is boring. I'm getting fed up, but like there's only so much walking you can do. Do you know what I mean? I need to get a bike. That's the thing I want to do. I want to buy a bike so I can go cycling. I feel like I've walked everywhere that I can walk in my like local area. It's going to be this way for the next few months, sadly. I know, and it might even be longer in our country because people aren't sticking to the rules. Boris Johnson, our Prime Minister, has just been taken into hospital today because he's got coronavirus. The Queen made a speech, and because people aren't abiding by the rules, like people were sunbathing in parks today when they're not even supposed to be out. So the health minister, I've just spoken about this in the video that I've recorded, but the health minister of our government has said that he doesn't want to, but if he has to, he will take action by banning the exercise rule, because as it stands, we're allowed to go out the house once a day to do exercise. But he said if he has to, he'll ban that rule, which means the only time you'll be able to leave your house is to get food and to pick up prescriptions for your medication. That'll be the only time. If you're seen like walking, you will get fined. And at the end of the day, if it comes to it, it's going to come to it because people aren't respecting, the rules, and we don't have enough police officers to stop everyone, and that's just a fact. We just don't have enough people to stop everyone.
Yeah, I was just chatting to this girl who I used to work in Nando's with, and we was talking about coronavirus, and she was like, "Oh yeah, like I haven't been sick, but then that happened to me." And then I literally just thought back to when you told me it, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why is everyone losing their taste of smell and taste and smell?" It's just so fucked. Maybe it is linked to like coronavirus.
Yeah, have you not seen on the news like the first couple of stages of the coronavirus is losing your sense of taste and smell? But I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I had corona. I think I have. Obviously, I've never been tested, and I didn't have major symptoms, and I didn't have any other symptoms. I wasn't like ill, temperature-wise, headache, nothing like that. I literally just lost my sense of smell and taste. It's really weird.
Maybe it's linked to 5G. Maybe it's just
5G.
What's going on like at this time of year. I don't know, anything's possible now.
People are still allowed to go out whenever around here, not at night though. My governor put a lockdown on my state which begins tomorrow, and if people are out at night and it's not essential, they'll throw them in jail for a year. Oh wow. What is your best viewed and liked video? My most viewed video is, in fact, my top 2 are the lollipop videos. I think, let me have a look. Videos, and then go on to most popular. Yeah, the lollipop video has 3,100 views. That's my highest. Hang on. So yeah. See that one? That one's got 3,100 views. The next one has 2,000 something. And then the fish and chip one has 1,500. And then the beans on toast. So yeah, the lollipop ones do the best. Maybe I'll do some more lollipop ones just to get up to 300 subscribers. But then recently, like my lunch video and my feast one where I had those homemade burgers, they did well, but that's just because my subscribers have gone up a little bit. I came across you from the fish and chips video. I'd love to have a fish and chips right now, but thank you. But fish and chip shops aren't open. Like some takeaways are open for delivery, but they're more like pizza shops, kebab shops, a few Indians and Chinese's, but like a fish and chip shop isn't open. Like I want fish and chips. Have you ever had proper English fish and chips? In fact, scrap that, because in the West Midlands, which is where I'm from, so which is literally the centre of the UK. So you have up north, down south, and I'm bang on in the middle. It's called the West Midlands. They have orange chips, which is basically like battered chips. And I'm not joking you, they are the best chips you'll ever have. Oh, they're so good. Like British fish and chips is the best. I think my favourite takeaways are a Chinese or fish and chips. Like, but this is the thing. Obviously, when I made the video, I had fish and chips because I know like people would want to see that. But I actually rarely eat fish when I go to the fish and chip shop. I have, because obviously they have like fried chicken, they have kebabs, battered burgers, battered sausage. Have you done an Indian or kebab house? Thomas, I've done, do you know the one in town? Not Starport Pizza and Kebab House. Do you know the one that's opposite Domino's? It's called Seven Pizza or something. I've done that a few times on my channel. Indian, I don't think I've ever done an Indian. I've done Chinese because I go to Canaan Chinese. And then I've done the KFC. I've done McDonald's. Done McDonald's quite a few times. Usually I go to that kebab shop because I prefer the one in the middle of the town, not the one opposite Co-op. I don't like that one that much. It's too expensive and it's not even that nice. Seven Pizza and Kebab House is the best one in our town. Oh, your fish and chips is the favourite one. Well, maybe when they reopen it, I'll do that again. Never. Well, if you come to the UK, I would suggest going to Birmingham or London, but Birmingham have like the West Midlands area has the best chips. I'm getting hungry now. It's early there, isn't it? I've just had some food a few hours ago. It's like 10:15 at night here. I want to travel after all of this chaos. Me too. First thing I'm doing when all this dies down is booking a holiday. But what I've been thinking is a last death meal. What? Oh, so like the last meal you would have if you were okay. So I'm choking. What would I have for a last death? Okay, starter. Hi, Lisa. What would I have for a starter? So if it was my last day on Earth, this is what I would have. Okay, starter. Yes, I'd love to go to. I don't know how to say. Is it Krakow or Krakow? Krakow. That's somewhere I've always wanted to go, but I'll talk about that in a second. Segue. 3 courses. Okay, for a starter, I'd have to have. Oh, so this is difficult. really want from a starter though. I'm also having a side, by the way, with my main meal, just to let you know. I might have a couple of sides. For my starter, I would go for, I know this is going to sound really basic, but I'd have like, do I call it bruschetta type bread? Like with pate, like a garlic pate and some mushrooms. That sounds really posh. But that's what I'd have for my starter. For my main meal, it would have to be a lasagna because I love lasagna. I'd have a really nice lasagna with some onion rings, some chips, some cheesy garlic bread. Then for Fielding is talking about such good food and I'm over here dying for food, sorry. And then for my dessert, oh, this is a tough one because I love dessert so much. It's either going to have to be a cheesecake. I don't know what type. That's too difficult because I love cheesecake. It'd either have to be a cheesecake or a creme brulee. But I can't decide. I don't know. That's too much pressure. And then to wash it down, simple but effective, I would have a nice ice cold glass of Coke. Full fat odds. If you're going to do it properly. Nice, cold, ice cold glass of full fat Coke with a slice of lemon. You squeeze the lemon into the... Oh, bitch. That is a way to my heart. Yes, by the way, I do want to go to Krakow because I want to visit the... Hello. It's gone out my head. I want to go to Auschwitz because it's quite like near and dear to my heart. Fielding's talking about, oh my god, cheesecake. I love cheesecake so much. Any type of cheesecake. Salted caramel, strawberry, chocolate, Oreo, red velvet, any brownie, any type of cheesecake. I love it. Why don't you do a video with a friend or your mum or your partner? I've done a couple with my partner. I don't think my mum would be on camera. She's not confident to be on camera. I've got a video. I did a video with my friend Annie, but I privatised it because we were both very drunk. And yeah, it just wasn't good. That night was funny though. But I will do another video with her soon when we're allowed to meet up. I am okay. You? I'm good. Just chilling. That sounds like my last meal there. Chinese. You love a good Chinese, don't you, Lisa? I love a Chinese as well. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favourite takeaways, if not my favourite. But for a last meal, it has to be something hearty. Like a lasagna. Oh, I love a lasagna. I love a moussaka as well. But lasagna, but homemade, thick, proper meaty, garlic, onion, mushrooms, loads of cheese, just bolognese sauce, everything. Oh, love it. With cheesy garlic bread and onion rings. But not no rubbish onion rings, like proper onion rings, beer battered onion rings. I planned on going there too this year with my sister. But that's the thing, I've got no one to go with. I asked my boyfriend to come with me, but he's got no interest in going. At all. So I'm going to have to find someone to go with. It's not that expensive. Do also want to go to Amsterdam. Love to go to the Anne Frank Museum. I'd love to go to the Red Light District, go to the Sex Museum. Love to just get stoned legally. Do you know what I mean? All that, proper experience it. Doing good, just bored. Me too. It will pass. We need to hang on. I know. Boris Johnson's just been admitted into hospital. Saw that. Did you watch the Queen's speech, Lisa? I was on that live with your friend. Yeah, it was. Oh, don't even get me started. That night, I don't think I ever spoke about it, but it ended. I hope she won't mind me telling this, but okay. So we were drinking, and she drank a lot of vodka very quickly. I don't know if she was nervous to do a video or what, but we were drinking, and then all of a sudden, I mean, don't get me wrong, I was a bit tipsy too, but she was like next level drunk. And we had bought an apartment for 2 nights, and this was on this last night. And so we were going home the next day. and she got so drunk. I'm on about like wasted, like white girl wasted, and it's like one in the morning, 1:30, and she was. Okay, I can't even describe how drunk she was, but it just spiraled so so badly, and she went into the bedroom, and then she threw up on the bed, and I was like, oh my god, where are we going to sleep? And then I was like, go to the toilet now. So then I was holding her hair back, being a good friend, trying to give her some water, but it was just, she was out of it. So then she had to ring her mum and her sister at like 1:30 in the morning. They had to travel. I'm going to have to go, Thomas. Bye, Thomas. They had to travel all the way. So we were in Birmingham and they live like a good hour away. So they had to travel at like nearly 2 in the morning to come and pick her up. She smashed one of like the wine glasses by accident. Like she knocked it over. Oh my god, it was a nightmare. So then her mum and her sister picked her up, but like they got there at like 3 in the morning, and I was stressing out because now she's leaving. I'm gonna be in this apartment on my own. I have to clean up all the mess. We had loads of washing up to do from like when we cooked our tea. Had all of um the glass to clean up. Then I didn't have bedding because she was sick in it. So I had to strip off the bed. I put all of the bedding into the sink. And then I was just like, oh my God, I'm in an apartment in Birmingham, which is a scary enough place as it is, on my own. So then I had to ring my boyfriend because he lives in Birmingham in the middle of the town. And I rang him at like 3 in the morning. And I was like, please, I'm sorry to wake you up. I know you've got work tomorrow morning, but please just come over. And he saved the day. He got a taxi at like 3:30 in the morning, came over. I put towels on the bed. Then I got a blanket. Luckily, I brought a blanket with me because I thought, oh, we can have blankets when we're on the sofa, just be cute. Had the heating on, and we just slept in a blanket. And then I did all the washing up the next morning. We had to be out at like 12 in the day. Did all the washing up. I put all of the glass into the bin and took the bins out to the main bin outside. And then I put all of the dirty like laundry and stuff and bedding in the bath, covered in sick. And then I just locked the apartment and left. But we didn't get charged for anything. So that was good. That's so crazy. Have you ever had a PM have such a bad illness while in office? Not whilst I've been alive, but I've only been alive for 22 years, so I don't know about before me. We've never had any prime ministers be killed because I know you've had like quite a few presidents that were assassinated. I don't think we've ever had that. I know there was one prime minister who was ill. Oh no, was he prime minister? Winston Churchill? I don't know. Oh my god, no, shut up, Phil. You're going to sound so stupid. Was he prime minister? Was Winston Churchill prime minister? I don't know. Because I watched The Crown and I remember watching something about it. And one of them hid an illness for quite some time because he wanted to be prime minister. He wanted to run for. Oh no. Hang on, this is going to stress me out. I know Winston Churchill like had a very I'm sure he was a prime minister. I'm not just chatting shit. Winston Churchill was a prime minister. I think he was elected twice. And on his second time, yeah, he was. He led Britain because he was during the World War. So it was during the time of the war. He was prime minister from 1940 to 1945 when he led Britain to the victory to the Second World War. And then he was a prime minister again from 1951 to 1955. But the second time around, he was actually really ill. I don't know if it was cancer or something. So eventually somebody else took over because he was too ill. But that's the only thing, really. I hope he will be okay. No, I didn't, but I know she would be encouraging us. Yeah, she was basically just saying thank you to all of the NHS workers and the care workers and encouraging us to stay inside. Because have you seen some of the videos, Lisa, in London where people are like sunbathing in the parks? I just think it's outrageous. And then the news were like were interviewing some of these people, and they were just like, well, you know, we're keeping our distance from people, we're not harming anyone sitting downside like eating. I'm like, well, you're not supposed to be doing that. What don't you get? When you think about it, it's really, you've been given such a simple task to sit in your homes and, like, you know, just sit up. It's not hard. I know people have mental health and they find it difficult to sit inside. So go for your daily walk. Go for a 2-hour walk if you want to. You know, I guess it's a bit easier for me because I live in the country, so I can walk, you know, around country lanes and I don't really see anybody. If I do, I maybe see one or two people on my walk, and we don't really I don't come into contact with people. I get if you're in a big city, it's hard to go for a walk, but go for your walk. Don't talk to anybody. Keep yourself to yourself. If you see somebody, you walk across the other side of the street and go for a 2-hour walk if you need to. That'll help your mental health. But you need to think of the bigger picture and realize that staying at home is going to save so many lives, and you don't even realize it, but that will happen. Oh my God, that reminds me. They said as many Americans that were killed during World War II will die from from the virus over the next 2 weeks. We have to wear masks now in public, and they're limited to how many are allowed in stores. Are they doing that there? The thing is, maybe 3 weeks ago in the news, before Britain hit its peak, they were saying there's no point in wearing masks because they're not effective. Because there's a couple of different types of masks. So the ones that most people are wearing, they stop you from spreading the disease, but they don't stop you from getting it because they have like gaps here, which means if somebody was to cough on you, you can get it, but it stops because it covers your mouth. It stops you from passing it on to somebody else. The ones the doctors have, which completely cover their faces, they're really hard to breathe. Like after an hour of having it on, it's pretty much impossible. You have to take it off. They're also saying that gloves are ineffective because obviously if you're in a situation where you're doing something, then they're okay, but when you go off to do different things, they become ineffective, and it's actually like spreading the disease more because it builds up. So it's like when you do something, you take them off and then you chuck them in the bin. You don't reuse them. Do you know what I mean? But no, they aren't giving masks. In fact, masks are very scarce. Like they're hard to come by. But every time you go into supermarkets now, they've got like a bottle with sanitizer, so you can spray all of your trolleys down. I think I don't know. You don't call them trolleys. I don't know what you call them. Push carts, something like that. They said that here too. Now they're telling us to wear them, so it's so confusing. I know. My mum's got a mask, but I don't have one. I might see if I can buy one on or something. Let me see what my friend's saying.
So, if you was to drink like a hot chocolate, for example, can you not taste like the chocolate? Or what is it? And I feel like they're just saying it's Corona because like they have nothing else to put it down to. Because as well, do you remember they were saying like if you have a sore throat and a temperature, then you need to go to like you need to be in isolation. But now it's if you have a cough and a temperature, like if you have a sore throat, it's not even that deep anymore. So
basically, at the start of the week, when I had like I made garlic butter chicken, and I used like 5 garlic cloves, and I literally could not taste the meal, and I couldn't taste any food or drink for a good 5 to 6 days. Now my taste has come back a little bit. Like I had a coffee this afternoon, and I could taste the coffee slightly. So and when I'm eating my meals, I can taste it like 60-70%, but it's not fully back, and my mum's isn't back at all, and it's really starting to piss her off because she's like, what is the point of me eating if I can't taste anything? But it hasn't stopped her from eating. A soldier in World War II was carrying a donkey through a field. It's not because the soldier loves donkeys, but what is happening is that the field is mined, and if the donkey was set free and wander as it pleased, it would most likely detonate a mine and kill everyone. Moral of the story is don't be pleased to save lives. Oh, that's deep, but 100% I agree. Yeah, I agree with that completely. I had to read it again just to understand it. Wow, is she having the same thing now? My mum still can't taste anything, but she doesn't feel ill. Like, I don't know what it is, but like my friends had reports of it, and she's down in Milton Keynes. I've had a couple of people say to me they can't taste or smell anything. I do feel like when I wake up in the morning, I feel a little bit bunged up, like my nose, but I don't feel ill at all. I just feel like I've got a bit of a cold. I put it down to hay fever because now I don't know about anywhere else, but in the UK it's been quite warm the past couple of days. Not hot like summer, but it's been warm. Like you could go out in your garden and sunbathe a little bit. And I just thought I put it down to, changing temperature, the weather changing, and I do suffer with hay fever anyway. But I can't remember a time when I've lost my taste buds or like my sense of smell completely. And I literally completely lost them. They went. Hopefully it's not starting symptoms of the virus. The next few weeks will be bad for both of our countries. That's the thing. Um, we're getting to the point where it's at its peak now. Like for the first couple of weeks, we were only having 30 people die, 40 people die, 70 people die. And then it got to 200. And now, for the past, I think, 4 or 5 days, maybe even 6 days, it's been going up and up and up. And I think we've hit 600, 700. I think we've hit nearly 800 people die in one day. And it's just going to get up higher and higher because that's what's happened. But China's going down. Like they're only having like 40 people die now. And a lot of countries have surpassed China with the amount of cases they've had and the amount of deaths. Italy has, Spain has, America. We're up to 1,000 a day now. It's absolutely terrifying. I've just spoke about this in the video that I recorded, but one of my closest friends at work, she's also my manager at work. Her mom has it, and she's fighting for her life in Worcester Hospital, which is a hospital near my area. They've put her into, I guess, a coma because they've sedated her. They've put her to sleep, and they've put a trachea down her throat to help her breathe, but she's not conscious at all. She's completely like asleep, and they've basically put her on life support. So my friend's best mum is like fighting for her life, which is really, really sad. And I feel like it's heartbreaking because she can't even go and visit her because you're not allowed to, you're not allowed to visit them. And if they do die, they can't have a funeral with them. It's heartbreaking. I said to her, I was like, if there's anything you need, just let me know, and I'll buy you supplies. And because I don't think she has a dad. She's got her older brother, who she's living with at the moment, but he's had to come, to support her because it was just her and her mum. So it's just tragic. In Ireland, we have like 25 deaths per day, and I feel like it will increase. And this is the thing, it's going to happen. Every country, you've noticed, even the countries that are a bit lower, they're increasing and increasing and increasing and increasing. And if they don't this is the thing, these countries that are low at the moment, what they should do is they should look at all the other countries like ours, like Spain, like Italy, like America, like China, that didn't act quick enough and take a note and lock down the country before it even gets to that point. If we had locked down maybe two weeks before we did, we might not have even been in this position. But I do think we didn't lock down as quick as we needed to. I think we should have locked down at least 2 weeks before, and it would have slowed down, or prevented maybe what's happened. I also think quite a few people will probably disagree with me on this, but I think that it should have been a complete total lockdown straight away, like they did with Italy. If you want to exercise, you exercise in your back garden. That's my opinion. But then obviously, some people don't have back gardens. They don't have a garden at all. And also, some people have animals like pets, like dogs and cats can pretty much do whatever. But some people have dogs that they need to walk. I don't know what they're going to do about that. Obviously, if they do ban the exercise, what are dogs going to do? Like, how are you going to walk your dog? I don't get it. I know it doesn't seem like a valid question, but it is a valid question. Some dogs have to go for walks. Do you know what I mean? New York has these trucks with trailers, mobile morgues, they call them. They said they'll need well over 20 of them. Never seen anything like it. This is the thing in Birmingham, which isn't far from me at all. The NEC, which is like an arena where they hold concerts, that's been turned into a hospital. I know they've got one in London called Nightingale, and they've just got a Nightingale 2, which is going to be held in Birmingham NEC Arena. I think that Nightingale is from Florence Nightingale. Is that correct, Lisa? I'm sure my mum said it, they've not named it Nightingale after Florence Nightingale. Also, Birmingham Airport is being held as a morgue. So they've turned one of the airports into a morgue where they're holding, people that have died. Which my mum was like, that seems a bit risky, because obviously after everything that's, when it's all over, we don't know if these dead bodies are still spreading diseases, which is why when they're having funerals, they're not allowing family members, and they're having people like fully dressed in suits when they bury the bodies. So if they've got the airport as like a morgue, what's going to happen afterwards? Is that airport still going to be contaminated with the disease? You don't know. Abby hasn't tested for 2 weeks. If long as she feels fine, so worrying. It is worrying, because when you even have one symptom, you start to panic. You're like, oh my God, have I got the coronavirus? Because you just don't know, and you can't get tested. Completely agree. Complete lockdown is what we need. People in Edinburgh are still out sunbathing, absolute idiots. I think in Italy they allow anyone with a pet to go out if needed. But this is the thing, when Boris Johnson said you can go out once a day for your exercise, you knew people are going to take advantage of that. People aren't going to listen. People are going to say, okay, so I can go out once a day, but then they'll push it and then they'll go out 2 times a day. Like, realistically, because I live in the countryside, if I wanted to, I could go out 5 or 6 times a day and nobody would know, because there's no police patrolling in my area. We don't have very much police anyway, and they don't come to countryside areas. So if I wanted to, I could go for a walk around the country lanes 5 or 6 times a day. Nobody would know. Do you know what I mean? I don't do that. I go once a day. Sometimes I don't go. Like, I didn't go today because it's Sunday and it's a day of rest. But if I wanted to, I could easily get up in the morning, go for a walk, and go for a run, go for one in the afternoon, and go for one in the evening. Nobody would bat an eyelid. I understand it's harder to go for a walk when you live in a big city and there's not many places you can go to, and the only places are to parks. But if the government had said complete lockdown straight away, can't go for exercise unless it's to walk your dog, that's what I think should have been done. Oh, New Jersey announced they lost more people from this than anything in history, including 9/11. It's scary. I'm so ready for it to be over with at least as death as possible. I think, because I saw, I think it was Sky News, but like on Twitter, saying that the UK could possibly go back to normal in a matter of weeks. That's bullshit. Why? I don't understand how these tabloids and newspapers get away with reporting shit. Like, it's not going to be back to normal, and people believe it. People were retweeting this newspaper, and I was just like, are you actually dumb? We're not going to be, this country and the world is not going to be back to normal in a matter of weeks. It's not even going to be in a month. I personally think we're going to be in this type of lockdown for at least another 4 to 6 weeks. And things aren't going to be completely back to normal, I think, for maybe 3 or 4 months. Do you know, where or maybe even 6 months, where everything is completely back to normal, where everybody's getting on with their daily lives like nothing happened. That's not going to happen for a very, very long time. And people don't realise that. A lot of people have died. I know it's you know, it's not as bad as like the Spanish flu was, because millions and millions and millions died. But this is very, very serious. I think nobody really knows how intense it really is. No one exactly. And that is the problem. I don't even think scientists, you know to the extent of what's going on. And I don't think, well, listen to this. This is one of my closest friends from university. I was talking to her because she put a post on Facebook about someone dying. So I messaged her privately. Her name, she won't mind me saying this. And I just said to her, "Are you okay? Has somebody passed away?" And she put, "Hi, Fielding. My boyfriend's mom passed away the other day." Now I knew his mom was ill. So I was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah. It wasn't because of the coronavirus. She passed away because she was ill. But we got onto the conversation of the coronavirus, and my friend works in a hospital in the West Midlands. She works in like admin reception work. But this is what she said. She said, "We've hit 1 million worldwide now." This was the other day. She said, "But I believe it's much worse than what people are saying." She said, "There are rumours going around at my hospital from staff that there are more deaths than are being reported. At the moment, as it stands, our hospital has announced that we have had 22 deaths from the coronavirus. However, nurses and staff have said there have been over 60 deaths at our hospital, but that hasn't been announced by the hospital." And that's at her hospital. I don't want to give the name of the hospital, but that's what she said. She works at the hospital, and there are rumours going around that more people are dying at hospitals from the coronavirus, but than are being announced. So who's to know? Apparently, people who have died from the virus, they have to be cremated. Not sure if it's true or not. I don't know. China did that. Off to bed. Much love. Stay safe. All. Bye, hun. Stay safe. China did that. They won't tell the world the truth, though. Probably worried about the consequences. Exactly. There's no way it'll go back to normal by then. Our lives will change forever. 100%. Agree, Tanner. This will change us. I think the majority of people, this will change. But there are the select few that just don't seem to care. They're ignorant. They don't think that it affects them until it affects them personally. The NHS government are being overwhelmed. They are all human. I know. I don't think we have the capabilities to cope with it. I know my university that I went to, Birmingham City University, they made a tweet saying that they've donated, I think it was 1,000 pieces of equipment, quite a few ventilators towards hospitals, because obviously they have like nursing students there, and they have like a building with loads of like supply kits. So they've actually donated a lot of their equipment to hospitals. But the UK literally don't have enough, ventilators for what's happening, which is why America actually has a lot less deaths than a lot of other countries. Even though they've got 5 or 6 times the amount of cases, they've got a lot less deaths because their healthcare is better. They have a lot more ventilators than we do, which is why Germany's is so low. Germany has one of the best healthcares in the world. They've got so many ventilators, and they're able, to help people, which is why they've got less deaths. On exams in June, that will be decided if I could go to college or not, and these could be cancelled, postponed, which is a big disadvantage. Also, I heard, I don't know if this is just GCSE level, but apparently they're going to be giving the grades to people based on their predicted grades. Now, that, to me, that's really like shitty, because I mean, if anything, this will give an incentive to kids that you should always do your best all year round, even on like your mock exams. Because let's be honest, nobody used to do their best on their mock exams because they never took it seriously. But if that's the case, then that's going to push children from now on to be doing their best at their mock exams. I'm not going to front. I was quite a good student in school. I always got really good grades, so it wouldn't have affected me. But I know a lot of my friends, if they got their predicted grades, they wouldn't have got, very good marks, because one of my best friends in high school, she was predicted D for like maths, English, and science, and she pushed herself so hard, and in the end, she actually got a C in her maths, English, and science. So if they'd based that on her predicted grades, then she wouldn't have passed. Do you know what I mean? And there are a lot of students that actually do better than what their predicted grades are. So, but I think that's just GCSE. I'm not sure about A levels or university. This is another thing. University students are expected to, do all of their essays, do their dissertations in final year without having face-to-face lectures. I think that's disgusting. I couldn't have coped in my final year if I didn't have face-to-face lectures, or I wasn't able to meet my personal tutor and I was only able to correspond with them over email. There was absolutely no way I would have passed my final year at uni without the help that I had, because it was so difficult. And hats off to anybody who's going through this at university, because university is extremely a stressful time as it is, especially in final year, and you've got a dissertation to write, which is 10,000 words, sometimes more. Hang on, bear with me. Yes, yes, I know, I've heard. Sorry, I'm on YouTube. What was I saying? Yeah, they've got to do their dissertations as well as other, assignments, sometimes presentations or essays. They're not getting any help. The only way to contact their tutors or their teachers is by an email. That is really, really hard. I don't know when, but the USA will help the UK and other countries after the peak is over. Well, I saw on the Daily Mail that apparently the UK is asking China for money, basically. And a lot of other countries are saying that they want money from China because basically they caused it. I don't know if that's true. If I get predicted grades, I doubt I could go to college. Really? Oh no. Does anyone think the new school year will start in September? This is the thing. I didn't even think of that, but who knows? What month are we in? April, May, June, July, August. That's a good question, Susie. I think it's going to be a pause right now with everything. Yeah. Birmingham, what's on? Over 260. Oh, that's just because people are asking. USA have 333,000 cases. Oh my God. 21,000 new cases in a day and had 1,000 people die. So sad. Here's the thing, China. Look at all these countries. This is what I'm. When I read these conspiracy theories, it makes me actually wonder. Hang on, is it gonna work? That's because my face, isn't it? I think. There we go. Okay, so can you see this, guys? If you look at all these, right, how many extra cases they've had and how many deaths, and then you look at China, 30 cases overnight and only 8 people died. No, 3 people died. 30 new cases and 3 deaths, when all the other countries are having 21,000, 5,000, 4,000 new cases, and then 500 people dying, 700 people dying, 1,000 people dying. Why? How all of a sudden, the past few days, it's just stopped? Like they've got no new cases, hardly, and hardly any deaths. I just don't understand. I can't fathom that. I know that the country has said when it gets to a peak, it will slowly reduce. But to go from having, they were having thousands of cases a day, thousands, hundreds and hundreds of deaths, to having 3 deaths and 30 cases, that doesn't make sense. I just don't get it. But also, to counteract that, when China was at its peak, this was before the UK went into complete lockdown, and it wasn't that bad over here. You saw Wuhan, which is where it started. They were disinfecting the streets with I think it was sanitizer or something, like proper spraying all of the streets. People weren't allowed to leave their house at all. Like, they took it so seriously. We don't have any of that. I'm doing a school project and it's worth 20% of my exam in June. And I've emailed my teacher 3 days ago and I haven't got a response back. It's very bad in my opinion. Oh, don't even get me started on teachers. When I was in my final year, my dissertation supervisor, she was leaving that same year, that academic year, to go to a different university. So I just don't think she really cared. And I used to email her, and they said to give it at least 48 hours, which is fine. I'd wait my 48 hours, that's fine. Sometimes I was waiting 5 or 6 days for this woman to reply. And when she replied, it would be 1 or 2 lines. And I was getting so angry. So I actually emailed my head of year and I was like, look, I need to change my supervisor because she is just not helping me. And I need more help. And thankfully, I changed my supervisor and everything was better then. Literally, I would send my supervisor an email with saying I need help with this, this, and this, and they would reply back to me usually in a few hours, if not the same day, definitely the same day. And they would write me bullet points of go and do this, check this website, look at this book. Like, the difference was incredible. So what I would say is to that, if your teacher isn't responding, try and email your head of year or your tutor, or the head of the course, somebody higher up, and say, look, I'm trying to get a hold of this person, they're not replying to me. You just need to be on it and forceful, because at the end of the day, this is your education and it's important. Just get on it and it'll show that you care, and they will respond. So just try and get on it as much as possible. My granddaughter is supposed to start school in September. She's so excited, bless her. She's only 3. It's terrible. And this is another thing, like, these little kids, they're like the little kids I'm talking about who are like 3, 4, and 5 or 6. They don't understand really what's going on. All they know is their lives have completely changed. One minute they were going to school in a routine, and the next they've been pulled from school and they've got to stay inside. Like, that's confusing and hard for a child. China is lying. They had millions of cases and hundreds of thousands died. Yeah, and they didn't tell anybody about the amount of deaths that they had, did they? For a very long time, or like they downplayed it. I heard the live animal markets have reopened. I saw that as well. I don't know. I saw a video. I think it was a mukbanger. Here's another thing. Recently on social media, I've seen loads of people like chatting shit about mukbangers because they see all these, like Chinese people and Asian people eating all these crazy foods. And I saw a video of this Asian girl eating, I always get these confused. It's either a turtle or a tortoise. I don't know which one. I think it was a tortoise. The ones that you have at home, usually they're tortoises, aren't they? Turtles are in the sea. It was a tortoise, and it had been cooked, and it had a sauce on it, and she literally bit into like the tortoise's head. Oh my God. Things like that, I just don't understand. And I know it's like culture, like in those countries, they don't, it's just, things like that are normal to them. And I get that. Everyone's different. But to me, that is just barbaric. It's crazy. And I know people are going to say, well, at the end of the day, you eat, pigs and cows and sheep and fish, but there is a difference. I'm sorry, that's just I don't know. I guess I don't know any different because that's the animals that we eat in our country. They eat different animals. They eat anything and everything exactly. But that's just because we've been brought up differently. Maybe if we ate those, we ate that food and other countries didn't, they would be looking at us like, why are you eating that? But that's just because we don't eat that. They eat snakes and bats and dogs. Nobody else does that. I know. Is it? But why do they do it? Is it a culture thing? Is it because there's so many people? Because China is like one of the most populated countries in the world. I think it is the most, behind India. Is it because so many people live in poverty, so they're forced to eat foods like that? I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think many can eat, and it's all they can have. Exactly. Shame. When you think about it, if you were that poor that you had no food, and your result, your last resort was to eat a dog, I don't even know if I could do it. I think I'd rather starve. I know I eat like pork and I eat lamb, but I personally couldn't go out and kill a pig. I couldn't even kill a cow because the thought of that is just, oh, it's too sad. But if it was cooked in front of me, I can eat it. But then some people eat like crocodile. Some people eat frog legs. In France, they eat frog legs. Do you know what I mean? Like different countries eat different foods. Let's cut to a chase. I'm a wheelchair user, saying it now so I don't waste people's time. I have a disability called cerebral palsy. If you don't like it, jog on, because I can't. Now I'm pretty stand-up guy. I mean, I would be if I could stand. Need a +1 to my mate's wedding in August. Apply here. Give me your best chat line. I would say I'm sick of a third wheeling, but I have 4. You probably can't handle me anyway. That's actually hilarious. Lol. That's funny. He's got banter. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to reply to a friend at the same time. Oh, he's followed me back. I thought you were already following me. Oh, what time is it? 11 o'clock. And I've got 1 hour until WrestleMania starts. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I've got a dry mouth from talking so much. Chromatica 2020. Is it out? Is it out? Lady Gaga's got a new album coming out. Well, I think she's postponed it because of the coronavirus, which at first I didn't get. I was like, why is she? I understand postponing a tour because nobody can go, but why would you postpone your album? But then when I thought about it from like a marketing perspective, usually when somebody has an album coming out, they then go on like shows like Ellen or I don't know, like chat shows to promote the album and perform a song from the album. And if you can't do that, then it's going to affect your sales. But I feel like people like Lady Gaga, it's not going to affect your sales. You're such a big artist. People are going to buy it, especially in this time when you've got nothing else to do than listen to music. I don't know. Yeah, not surprised so many people are turning vegan. See, I couldn't do vegan. I could do I think I could do vegetarian. No, I could do pescatarian because I could eat fish. I could live off fish. But full vegan I couldn't do. I could maybe do it for a month, but full time, no. I love cheese, love eggs, I love milk. I love chicken, but I could give it up. I don't really care for red meats that much. I do love a good burger and I love a kebab, but I could go without it. I could go without chicken, but I don't think I could go without fish completely. Like, I don't know. English Heats, evening footy bit, evening. Oh, I've been speaking for too long. Evening fielding buddy. Hello, how are you? Hi, English Heats. Sup, Dylan. So I gave in and I subscribed to Disney Plus because everybody keeps going on about it on Twitter and my Instagram. And I thought, you know what, just do it. So I bought Disney Plus and I watched the Cheetah Girls. And there's loads of drama going on at the moment between one of the Cheetah Girls, Keely, and She's talking about Raven. And then I found out that Keely and Adrian, which are two of the Cheetah Girls, was in a girl group before the Cheetah Girls called 3LW. And one of the members, the other member of 3LW, so there was Keely, Adrian, and then it was the girl from Power who plays Tasha. She's got a funny name. Her name is Notori. Well, if you've watched Power and you know Tasha, she was actually in a girl group called 3LW with two of the Cheetah Girls. It was called, and it was so good. Their music was like a bop. It was like 90s vibe, really good R&B. So I've just been playing that, been playing their album to get through. I've also been playing a bit of Bill Withers because he passed away the other day, which is crazy because literally the day before he passed away, Lisa did a video playing his music, and I just thought that was like strange that she was playing that song and then all of a sudden he passes away. So I was listening to a bit of him. Obviously, I had to put a bit of the Sugar Babes on because who doesn't love the Sugar Babes? Played a bit of S Club 7. Who else? Rihanna. Love Rihanna. My favourite album is the Unapologetic album because that's the tour that I went to see her on. And that's it, really. I don't really know any other good music at the moment or any albums. Pussycat Dolls did a acoustic version of their single React, which was good. When I get messed up at the party. I can't sing, can I? Because I'll get copyrighted. Also, I watched, I think I've said this before, the new High School Musical, the series. So that was decent, actually. It was quite good. It brought back a lot of nostalgia from the movies. I used to love the films. But the series was quite good, actually. The acting was decent. It was a bit cringe, but that's Disney, isn't it? Disney is cringe, really. A lot of these films, when you're watching them, they're so cheesy. So, as his I'm going to read because the Prime Minister's been admitted to hospital. But has his symptoms got worse or what is it? Boris Johnson has been admitted to hospital for tests 10 days after confirming he had contracted the coronavirus. The Prime Minister, 55, still has persistent symptoms and went on the advice of his doctor. It is not known if Mr. Johnson will remain in hospital overnight. He travelled without the need for an ambulance. So it doesn't sound too bad. Well, she's looking so good. Right, guys, it's getting to quite late. It's 11:05. I'm tired. I've got a dry mouth. I need a drink of water. But I'm gonna try and stay awake. I've got to stay awake until probably 3 in the morning to watch WrestleMania. Worst case, I'll watch an hour or so and then just catch up on it tomorrow. But we shall see. Thank you to all who joined me tonight on my live. If you haven't already, please go and watch my latest video because it hasn't done very well. I don't think a lot of people liked it. I know it's just something different, but I have got a video already recorded, so I will be posting that tomorrow sometime. You'll get it tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you for joining me, and I shall see you all soon. Bye.